Hello everyone, welcome to another GoGoMuffin guide, and today we are going to be taking a look at the DPS SwordMaster build, or the damage dealer warrior build, okay? And I know you guys are interested in the damage dealing component of the SwordMaster, but as you guys know, I am mainly a tank, okay? However, shout outs to my guildies because of course they have got the stat prioritization as well as the build for the SwordMaster. So that's what we're going to showcase today and take a look at how a SwordMaster is built if you are going to do damage. Now, taking a look at the preset, okay, this is essentially the DPS preset. We'll swap to this for the main story and we can go over the skills as well. Now, first of all, let's take a look at the stats, because even if you have the correct skills, if your stat prioritization is still on, for example, the tank side, then your damage is not going to be so great. And if you are an assassin, you probably see some similarities between the tank warrior physical build and the damage warrior physical build and the assassin build, because we're aiming for a lot of the similar stats. And you can see crit is very important, and then determination, right, for going block but going for determination, haste as well. Now after that, you want to push more into your crit and determination. So why are these stats important? Well, you can actually check them in this magnifying glass and going to the stat details. You can see crit, well, pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to do more damage because you're going to do crit damage. And let's take a look at determination, because that's not something a lot of people know. Essentially, when you're dealing damage or when you're healing, there's a certain chance to trigger determination, which ignores the target defense, and that's pretty big, especially against the bosses that have high defense. Determination triggering and making you basically ignore enemy defense is massive, and these two stats between the crit and determination are going to be your key two stats for your gear when you're remastering. For example, if you take a look at your current set, right, if you are building a damage build, then determination and then getting to actually do 100%, that's the most important part, okay? And then of course crit, determination, and then some haste, okay? But let's go back. Now haste is also decent as a damage deal, is because you attack faster, all right? Increase the cast of your both basic attacks as well as active skills. So these are of course going to be key. So again, crit, determination, and haste, with mainly crit and determination as your key stats when you're re-rolling, and that's how you can do the recast. And you can see you are going to be aiming for these stats that are more beneficial for your damage dealers. You're going to change your melomon as well. Instead of the blade hound, you are going to go for example, the demon hound, right? And this is when you're triggering a critical hit or determination increase damage, and this is massive because again, our build focuses on crit hit or determination, right? So these are going to be important, and your main pet will change for that as well. Now looking at the skill set, so as a SwordMaster, this is going to be your new exclusive core skill, which is charge up and slash, and you do damage, and it's quite nice. The animation looks very nice as well, and convert base attack damage to ice damage. So now you're going to start scaling off of your ice gear, your newest set, right? Which you can see it's not the icicle set. Where is it? This one, the shiver set. Increased attack, and right now this is the shield, but the previous one will give you ice damage as well. So again, dimensional slash, and we're going back to a skill that we've had before. Uppercasting increases your attack speed and increases skill damage. So this is from the Power of Thunder, our very first preview before any class change. So it's good to see some familiar faces as well. And we've got Whirlwind Slash as our exclusive skill. You quickly slash 6 times in dealing ice damage. You can see there's some ice synergies, and it's really nice. This AoE attack looks so cool. And we've got another one, the Phantom Strike, increases your crit rate of the basic attack by 30% and trigger up to 2 Phantom Strikes when your basic attack crits. That's why when you have like 50 or maybe even higher crit, after you gain another 30% bonus, this is going to trigger every time you use a Phantom Strike. And that's why crit is so important if you can build it, if you're going the DPS route. Now looking at the bottom part, let's see what we have for passive. Now perform an additional spatial tier slash at the end of the dimensional slash. And remember, dimensional slash is of course your exclusive core skill, and when you do that, every one slash dealt increase the damage of the next spatial tier by 15%. So this is massive damage that synergizes, of course, with the core skill. And you can see dimensional slash trigger increases in your core skill by 11% up to 10. So this is 110% damage increase. So it's gonna be centering around your dimensional slash. And we have some attack speed increases. So these are some of the older skills. And a war cry, because we are not in the tank mode, then we will essentially increase damage taken, but also damage dealt. And we have another one that's from the older generation. Each damage dealt by tactical skill increases core skill damage. So you are basically, your passives, a lot of them are just increasing the damage output and the capability of the dimensional slash. And that's basically it, right? Stat change, of course, is important because you are going to be focused on stats going to be helpful to you as a DPS. Now that we have switched to the DPS build, you are going to start seeing our damage skyrocket as soon as the cooldown comes off. Okay, we're going to go into a brand new set of mobs, and let's see. Now, in comparison to our tank build, which is 4.5, let's see how much we are actually. Look at that burst! Wow, all the way up, and we are actually succeeding in surpassing our partner, even if it's just for a short couple of seconds. But you can see, without even the best stats for DPS, just with the correct skills, we are doing a ton of damage. And wow, this is making me think if we should be changing our builds and becoming a DPS instead. Well, anyhow, this is very interesting, and it's always good to show you guys how things look very different. And this is off of having the wrong melomon, because yes, we are still using, we can reset this, but we're still not using the demon hound as main, but rather the blade hound, which is damage reduction. And then of course, again, like we have said, the stat. Okay, the stat is a tank. Look at our block, which is even with the skill change, we have 43%, right? So yeah, absolutely insane in terms of the damage. And maybe you'll see me becoming a DPS warrior in the next class change. We'll have to see about that. Anyhow, thank you so much once again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye now.